less than P class equals data end equals 301 data start equals 71 greater than. It's hard to imagine returning from a peaceful family weekend only to be treated like a criminal in your own country. But that's exactly what happened to Bashir Attallah, a U.S. citizen and real estate attorney from New Hampshire. Less than P class equals data end equals 85. O data start equals 303. Greater than Bashir and his wife Jessica were coming home from Canada on a Sunday night after celebrating Palm Sunday with family. Everything seemed normal until they reached the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, that is CBP, checkpoint in Vermont. That's where the trip took a sudden, disturbing turn. According to Bashir, a CBP agent reached for his gun and ordered him out of the vehicle. No explanation, no warning. He recalls saying, "Okay, I'm stepping out," but the atmosphere quickly shifted from routine to alarming. "I really felt like a criminal," he said. Less than P class equals data end equals 1327. Data start equals 852 greater than. From there, he was handcuffed, had his arms twisted, and was escorted into the facility while his wife remained in the car. He says he was held in a freezing cold cell with no shoes, no jacket, and no answers for hours. His request to call his sister, an immigration lawyer, was denied for several hours, and when he began experiencing chest pain, he refused medical treatment out of fear he'd be taken to the hospital, guarded, then forced to start the process over again. Less than P class equals data end equals 1659. Data start equals 1329 greater than. Things got even more invasive when officers reportedly asked to access his emails. He declined, citing attorney-client privilege, but he says they continued pushing until he was able to contact his sister. She later called the ordeal an abuse of power, questioning what message it sends to Americans who believe in their rights. Less than P class equals data end equals 2039. Data start equals 1661 greater than. CBP, however, has a different story. In a public statement, they called Attallah's claims blatantly false and sensationalized, insisting officers followed protocol and that the secondary inspection he underwent is a standard process. They also stated that any search of electronic devices was done with written consent and that they were mindful of attorney-client boundaries. Less than P class equals data end equals 2222 data start equals 2041 greater than. Still, the experience left Attallah shaken, and now he's considering legal action. He's planning to leave for Lebanon soon, but admits he's unsure what will happen when he returns. Less than P class equals data end equals 2555 data start equals 2224 greater than. The real question lingering now is, if a U.S. citizen can be detained, held without answers, and made to feel like a criminal at the border, what does that say about where we're heading? This isn't just a story about one man. It's about the bigger issue of accountability, transparency, and what rights really mean at our borders. Stay subscribed for more videos.